In the previous episode, we went back to Char, and not only did we obtain the second crystal that we need to get rid of the Zerg on Shakuras, we also took care of the new Overmind. And the next mission is called the Insurgent. I believe this is the second to last mission of the Protoss campaign. Executor Citadel at New Antioch.
Congratulations, Executor. Your success has brought us the promise of hope against the Zerg. However, we face a new threat within our own ranks. In your absence, Judicator Aldaris and an entire legion of Kali survivors from Ire have begun an open revolt against us.
By the gods, this is ill news indeed. Why would Aldaris betray us so?
He and his ilk believe that it was wrong to have abandoned Ire and consorted with our people. Their prejudices have driven them to perpetuate the Conclave's sins against us. Even now, Aldaris and his loyalist Templar forces are preparing to attack our citadel.
I can scarcely believe this. As if the Zerg were not enough. Matriarch, are you certain of this?
All too certain, young Templar. Executor, as Matriarch of the Dark Templar and Custodian of this world, I hereby order you to terminate Judicator Aldaris and quell this untimely uprising without delay. There will be no dissent among us while the Zerg are poised to strike.
There's something amiss here. The Matriarch has always been a wise and gentle soul. Though there is some merit in her decision, this is very unlike her.
That may well be. But right now, we have a friend to kill. May Adu forgive us.
I did not expect that. I mean, Aldaris is a bit of a jerk. We found that out very quickly during the original campaign as well, but we seem to have sort of like forgiven him, and he seemed to have moved on as well. You know, past the whole conclave situation that we were in the original campaign. Anyway, I don't really know exactly what's going on here. I thought we were finally making progress here, and hopefully we were going to be able to get rid of all of the Zerg on Shakuras and maybe eventually on Ire as well. But apparently our next mission's objective is to kill the traitor Aldaris.
Be advised, Executor. Our forces are divided. Aldaris has taken control of our Templar warriors and arbiters. It is possible that he may even send Archons against us.
Fear not, comrades, for we have Archons of our own. Should the dire need arise, all Dark Templar may merge to become Dark Archons. Though we sacrifice our warriors in doing so, only the might of the Dark Archons can match the forces of Aldaris.
Alright, we get another new unit. It is indeed going to be the mighty Dark Archon. Now, Dark Archons, of course, are not available in StarCraft 2. I think that considering we have access to them, though, we should definitely consider making a whole bunch of them. Now, I'll be honest, I don't even really know precisely what all of the different spells on the unit do. So let's go ahead and figure that one out first. Alright, so we get Dark Archon by merging Dark Templar together, just like that. Very similar to, of course, regular Archons as well, I suppose, when you merge High Templar together. But regardless, we do indeed have Dark Archons right now at our disposal, and we have indeed got 3 different spells on them each. Now, the first thing to note is that they actually have no regular attack themselves, so we're actually going to be in a little bit of trouble here. We'll be restarting the mission very shortly, but very quickly I want to go over the different abilities that they've got. So first off, we had Feedback, which is quite helpful. Secondly, we got a little spell called Mind Control, which I can go ahead and use when I do have enough energy on these guys. I don't think any of them currently does have enough energy. Oh, you actually do. Okay, you guys go ahead and make a little bit of room, please. Mind Control is very nice, as if I'm not mistaken, it quite literally steals a unit. So right now, this Protoss Archon here that was previously attacking us is now mine. And last but not least, there's also Maelstrom as well. I'm looking this one up real quick. It prevents all biological units, friendly included, within a 4x4 area from attacking, moving, or casting spells for a short amount of time. So I think that the most important ones for us to keep in mind right here is indeed going to be Mind Control. A very powerful, definitely a very powerful spell, but I wonder what kind of unit composition we are looking to go for here today. Alrighty, so I've quickly restarted the mission just in case, and I've merged in all of my Dark Templar into Dark Archon as well. I'm gonna try and steal as many of the high tier units from Aldaris as I possibly can whenever they decide to attack us, okay? So that's gonna be the plan. I want to steal in particular, like, for example, Archons, because considering they've stolen our Templar brethren, I don't think I'm gonna be able to create those myself here. Let's have a look. No, I'm actually not gonna have the option to create any High Templar in this mission. Regardless, though, what I can do is make Zealots and, of course, Dragoons. And I think that they are going to be the gold standard in most of these kind of scenarios. I'm already researching Singularity Charge right here, and I've got 6 Dark Archon right now, and I'm just simply gonna let them accumulate energy since Mind Control is gonna be very powerful. By the way, it's not like Neural Parasite or whatever like we have in StarCraft 2. It's literally like taking permanent control of a unit, which for obvious reasons is extremely helpful and very powerful. Now, what I would like to do is find myself an expansion here in a little bit. I think an expansion is going to be very helpful. But I have to be careful, though, because these guys do not have an attack on their own. Here we go. Go ahead and take control of that Dark Archon, or of that, you know, normal Archon, I suppose. There we go. It's now part of me. Beautiful. Super helpful. And it does look like, actually, I can just simply attack and mind control them just like that without all of the energy getting wasted, like with many of the other spells that you can cast in StarCraft 1. Apparently smart casting here right here is not quite needed. Regardless, though, let's go ahead and set ourselves another pylon up, and I'm gonna do a little bit of exploration around the map just to see if there's gonna be maybe a nearby base. If I can get another expansion up, I would really like to do so as early as I can, because I don't have that big of a base right now. Let's continue making some more units here, and I think, yeah, let's go ahead and get the Zealot leg enhancements as well, giving them that speed increase. But already, we got an Archon right now at our disposal, and the more we can get, the better this is going to be. Now, I can't help but notice that there's indeed an Aldaris right here on the right-hand side, as well as one on the left-hand side, as well as one at the top. I guess we may have to try and figure out which of them is going to be the real one. My gut instinct is going to be, you know, it's telling me that it's the one that's furthest away. I mean, it makes the most sense. Maybe I should actually just simply scout with, like, one of these Dragoons instead. It probably is a little bit smarter. Just in case the enemy will start moving towards us here very shortly. Let's go ahead and leave these guys behind, and we'll do a little bit of scouting right here with the single Dragoon that just came out, while still building up more and more probes here myself as well, to hopefully continue mining as much as I can. Ooh, look at that thing. I haven't seen that thing before. Nice. Alrighty, so Considering we're not gonna have a super high-tech army here, I don't want to go mass carrier again. Having a second expansion would be very nice, so we can just simply overwhelm the opponent. And I think that this is indeed going to be something that we need to take here as early as we can. Look at the amount of juicy mineral patches right there. Super nice. Can't complain about that. Let's go ahead and queue up a bunch more workers, and we'll just simply rally them over in that direction here already. Don't know if this base is going to be under fire here whatsoever, but I want to check here if it's similar on the right-hand side of the map here too. Maybe it's going to be a, maybe it's going to be like a mirrored layout, and I'm going to find another base in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. There is currently an army coming in, however. So let's steal some units. I like Mind Control. Mind Control is really cool. Okay, there they are. I guess I can take Dragoons as well, right? I guess Dragoons can be helpful. How close do they have to be, though? I don't know exactly. No, they actually have quite a bit of casting range right there as well. Very nice. Super nice, actually. Look at that. Awesome. Alright. With that, I think I have to decide where I want to put my unit-producing structures. I should be able to produce at least out of 5 gateways or so at this point in the game. So one of these probes is currently moving over in that direction. Let's go ahead and have you plant down a couple more gateways. Right there. I think about 5 or so makes sense for now. Maybe we can even afford more. Let's go for 6. I'll just keep rallying as many probes here as we can as well, but there we go. That should make this pretty doable already. Let's create another pylon over on this side of the map as well. And very shortly we will be finishing up the expansion here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map too. Let's get these guys to mining. Make maybe a couple of pylons over here too, and maybe a few cannons, just in case we need to. Enemy And the AI in this playthrough so far has been known to do all kinds of weird drop hurrahs every now and then. But regardless, I've got a pretty solid amount of probes here already. We're just simply going to rally some more over in this direction, and shortly we'll be getting a ton of additional income here. Let's rally our gateways over right there. And I'll start producing here as many Dragoons and Zealots as I possibly can. It will be a minute before I will have a solid army, but I think for now we're going to be in a pretty good spot. Alright, here we go. Gonna set up a couple of cannons, and I have decided to go ahead and build a Stargate here as well. Just because I still have the option to make some higher tier units here. I'm probably gonna be flooding a ton of gas if I don't plan on spending a ton of it right here on Dark Archon either. So I've got a pretty solid army composition here already though, not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and steal some more of these guys. Come on, get him. Does that work? Oh, Reavers! Can I steal those as well, please? Oh, well, I guess I'm already out of energy right here. No, not all of them, actually. It's just that my units apparently kill faster than that Dragoon was capable of closing the distance. Very good. Alright, let's make a bit of a move for it. I think in the meantime, I'm going to be constructing myself a second Stargate here too, just because we can. Got a few cannons here already set up. Maybe we should set some more up in the main base here too. I don't really know. Let's go ahead and follow it up right here with... Wow, interesting. We don't have the upgrade right here for the additional... Alright. I don't really know exactly how this is going to play out then, if I can't really make use of the carriers as much. I'm not sure. Maybe they're not going to be the best option for this mission. Regardless though, let's make a bit of a move here across the map. I'm going to save right here. I do also want to make sure that I construct just a handful of cannons on this side of the map. And of course, we can queue up some units over here in these gateways that we have as well. And this is going to be the F3 hotkey here instead, which is going to rally a bunch more Protoss warriors in this direction. If there's going to be more, if there's going to be a lot of these splash damage dealers for them though, it could become kind of terrifying. There we go. Let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and see if we can meet Aldaris in the top right corner here. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get over there, although there is apparently another base over here on the right-hand side of the map as well. So if that's the case, I'm going to send a worker over towards this part of the map here too. And we'll take control of that area of the map here as well. Let's continue onwards here for just a little while longer. Main base will shortly be mined out, so I think it's good for us to continue at least getting some income here. Are you Archons gonna be... Are Dark Archons not that smart here either? Are they gonna have a hard time crossing here? Wouldn't be surprised. They definitely do need to be on a separate hotkey. I found that out the hard way earlier as well. Did you not get a base? Okay, here we go. Apparently there is another potential base we can take over here. Let's see how many we can make. Now, apparently they've already got their research right here on these carriers finished up. Interesting. So, if there's another base over here, right, I can take up to 4 expansions in this game right now? That seems like a lot of expansions, not gonna lie. Let's rally a couple of probes over in that direction then as well. I don't really know exactly how many I'm gonna need, but I don't think it's gonna be that much. Let's reinforce this army here as well with some more units. Simply adding more to hotkey number 1 and hotkey number 2. And let's once again make sure that we're saved, just in case I mess this up at this point in the game. Can we take control of that thing? There we go! That's actually super nice. Alright, you get into my control group then as well, sir. Very good. Taking control of the high tier units here is awfully good. And we always have this big backup force here as well, right? In case we need to. Let's go ahead and send some more zealots here across the map then as well. And if we need to, I'm gonna construct a whole bunch of pylons here as well, because I simply currently don't have quite enough just yet. Let's go ahead and take control of that real quick. Thank you very much. I love it. Mind control is a really satisfying spell. That's a really powerful spell. Now, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this one, I'm afraid. Because he is gonna do a lot of damage to me. And my Dark Archon are in a bit of a weird angle here. But regardless, got a lot of units coming in right now. And we are already making our way right here to Aldaris in the top right corner of the map. Now that I've finished up some more pylons as well, I can continue constructing more and more of these things. Let's transfer some workers towards the base over here. Get these guys to mining. And start up the gas here as well. Even though I've got a lot of extra gas here. Let's go ahead and see what happens here when we destroy Aldaris. I mean, there's 3 of them in this mission. I mean, my zealots are going to town. We'll just let them. Can you hit him? Reaver, can you hit that guy? Can you hit that guy right there? Up on the high ground? Mr. Reaver. Okay, maybe you're not going to be the one that's going to be capable of hitting that. I do see some observers flying around as well, but... in case my Dragoons can't hit them... I may... no, they can actually. Okay, perfect. I was going to say, I may have to bring over my carriers just in case. Alright, let's see. Are you the real Aldaris? I just lucked out? Did I luck out?
Didn't think I'd be caught
oh no,
so
I did not.
Easily, did you, Executor? You have only destroyed.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I've only destroyed a Phantom, eh? Alright, that means that we're gonna head over to the left-hand side of the map. Let's see if my gut instinct was right, though. I wouldn't be surprised if it's gonna be this one that's the actual real one. Ah, that's okay. Oh, can I take control of that thing? Dark Archon, where you guys at? Can I? Yeah! All of a sudden, these interceptors are all mine. That's actually really cool. Alright. Let's get some more interceptors started here as well in the meantime. You guys can be hotkey number 4. And let's continue fighting for just a little while longer. And as well, while we have this many resources, right, I can just go ahead and queue up a whole bunch of units in all of these gateways. Probably not a bad idea at all. We'll do the same right here for the carrier so we can continue fighting here a little bit more confidently. Let's go ahead and head over to the base over here. I would like to take control of that single group of units here as well. Although currently my Dark Archon are being a little slow. If we take control of them, that would make it significantly easier. Come on, that one's mine. This is kind of a mess, isn't it? Oh, can I take that one? I want the Arbiter. Can I have the Arbiter? Shit. My high HP Archons right here are in the back. Can I have the Arbiter? Oh, well, I didn't have it for very long, but I had it for a second. Okay, you guys are going to be added to hotkey number 4 here. Together with this one that we just stole. And with that, we're going to push over towards this corner of the map here as well. All the while, of course, hotkeying more and more units in his army composition here as well. I mean, I've got a ton of resources. It's actually kind of crazy how powerful these Dark Archon are, though. The fact that you steal units is absolutely crazy. When you think about it, right? You don't just take control of them temporarily, you take them away. So not only is the threat gone, you're adding threat to your own army composition. Which is kind of crazy. Alright, can we take control of those? I don't know if I've got enough energy anymore. No, looks like I may not. Okay. More and more units, though, currently moving over in this direction. I like using the carriers a little bit more offensively like this, though. It's better than just, you know, hanging out in the corner of the map and maxing out on a huge amount of stuff. It's far more exciting this way. Alright, let's try and figure out if this is going to be the real one right here as well. Apparently these Archons, or these Dragoons are blocking a lot of this path here. Can you guys steal? Oh, there's a bunch of Archon over here. Can you guys steal that one? Not enough energy yet? Why don't you move forward that far, mate? Okay. Take him, please. Take him, please. Take him, please. Sure, just take all of the things, mate. Do I not have enough energy here? I guess I don't. It does take a lot of energy to make these things, that's true. Alright, so I've been sitting back for just a couple of minutes and I've once again maxed out on a very powerful army here. Got myself a bunch of carriers. A couple are actually finishing up right now as well, so that's gonna be rather nice. Looks like they actually all have enough interceptors here as well, and maybe I should consider getting some air weapon upgrades as well. Just because that is going to be rather helpful. Regardless though, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 control groups right now worth of stuff. A couple of these units are gonna have to be left behind because otherwise I don't have enough. And these guys are gonna be hotkey 5 then. So just simply start flying across the map. Now a couple of different entrances that we can take. Do you want to just simply clean up the Protoss here? I'm not opposed to that idea at all. Let's go, boys! Moving across here with a massive force. As much as we can. I've also added in a couple of Dark Templar because we can. I don't really... You know, I'm not all too worried about this setup, to be honest. Okay. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A. Dragoons currently trying to move across the bridge, doing a pretty decent job at exactly that. Come on, though, boys. Come on. Let your brothers move, please. Come on, Dragoons. Just walk. Use your little legs. There we go. Moving across a bridge in this game is awfully hard. But let's go ahead and queue up as much here as we can. Are you not in a control group, sir? You are. You're just not willing to do a bit of pushing. Alright, fair enough. If you feel like you can do better than me, that works for me as well. Alright. Meanwhile, I want to send all of the carriers after their carriers as well. First off, I suppose, and then we'll send them after this Aldaris, which I can't imagine that this one, considering it's on such a small platform, as small as the one over here, is gonna be the real one. This has to be the real one. That's the only thing that makes sense. There's apparently another carrier coming in. Come on, get that one. Target firing him down. Always very helpful. Brings in a lot less trouble. Perfect. And let's go ahead and take down Aldaris here. Yep, it's another fake.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
You destroy only a simulacrum of myself. You believe me to be a traitor, but it is you and the matriarch who will usher our race to oblivion.
Well, well, well. We'll see about that, sir. How many units do you have over here? Really, do I have to take down this entire base as well? Because if you want me to, right, I can go ahead and do so. Although this may get a little bit funny. Just because of the fact that I don't think there's a ramp leading up towards that high ground. There's been a lot of moments like that in the campaign already, where there's just simply no ramp leading up towards the high ground. But if we take care of these pylons, that makes it quite easy. Let's go ahead and nuke down the pylon. All of the little interceptors, go ahead. There's another one over there. Very good. There's another one over there. Just attack it. And that leaves a nice little way towards this platform. With 2 of the illusions eliminated, this one has to be the real Aldaris. I'm sorry, traitor. Wait, no?
It is finished.
Oh, it was.
Eradicator.
Okay.
Surrender your remaining forces and join us in eradicating the Zerg.
I would sooner die, Dark One, than tarnish the memory of Ire by joining with you. Your fate was sealed the moment your matriarch allied herself with the Queen of Blades. Those of us still loyal to Ire will never be slaves to Kerrigan and her brood.
Aldaris, be reasonable. Kerrigan has changed. She no longer seeks to enslave anyone. Do not force us to destroy you.
You can no longer afford to be so naive, Artanis. While you were securing the crystals, I discovered that your matriarch has been harboring a dark secret. She has been manipulated by...
I have no time for this.
Kerrigan, what have you done?
I just cleaned up your mess, Protoss. Don't be so squeamish.
Wretched creature. This was a Protoss matter. You had no right to interfere. Be gone from this world. You are no longer welcome among us.
Fine. I've done what I came here to do. I've ensured the destruction of the renegade servants, and I used you to do it. Have fun, mighty Protoss. We'll be seeing each other again real soon.
And the award for best video game villain goes to none other than Sarah Kerrigan herself. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode today. If you did, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you haven't already, and if you've been watching this series all this time, do make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as the next one goes live. Because I think it's going to be a rather important one. I mean, was Aldaris actually a bad guy, or was he the only one that seemed reasonable? It's a little tricky to say right now, but I guess we will find out very shortly. For now though, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.